Your PC should feel fast the moment it boots. No ads, no forced apps, no background clutter. Windows Defender works when you want it. Updates work. The Microsoft Store works. Clean windows, full control, zero compromises. The only safe Tiny 11 you can rely on. Hi, this is Neil from Apidus, and let us get started. Creating Tiny 11 25H2 is a controlled process. Open the creator using the official link in the pinned comment. Press Build. The tool handles the workflow. It fetches the required packages and assembles the Tiny 11 25H2 installer on its own. You can leave it running while it works. If you do not want to build locally, use the pre-built installer from the official site. Both paths are fully supported. Use a valid Windows 11 license. Only clean and legal installs are supported. Build time depends on your internet speed and system hardware. When the process ends, the log shows build finished successfully. That confirms the installer is ready. Do not download Tiny 11 from unofficial sites. This carries serious risk. Many of those builds include malware or spyware. They can steal data, compromise accounts, or damage the system. Use only the official creator or the verified installer from the official site. Next comes Zeno. This method installs Tiny 11 25H2 without using a bootable USB. Zeno is included with the package. Open the tool. Point it to the Tiny 11 installer you created earlier. Select the destination drive. Confirm the drive is empty. All data on it will be erased. Set the file system to NTFS. Confirm the options. Zeno handles the rest. This stage finishes in a short time. When it completes, restart the system. A dual boot option for Tiny 11 should appear. If it does not, you can add it manually using a BCD utility such as EasyBCD or Visual BCD. In future, we are going to make this process even simpler. That completes the setup. No external media, no additional steps. If Zeno fails, or if you want a USB-based install, switch to Rufus. It is stable and widely trusted. Connect a USB drive with at least 8 GB available. Back up anything important. The drive will be erased. Open Rufus. Select the Tiny 11 25H2 installer. Choose the USB drive. Start the process. This usually completes in 5 to 10 minutes, depending on your system and USB speed. When it finishes, the USB is ready. Restart your PC. Open the boot menu, commonly F12, F8, or Escape. Select the USB device. If you are unsure which key your system uses, a quick search will give the answer. The Tiny 11 setup starts automatically. The flow is simpler than a standard Windows 11 install. You go straight to the drive selection screen. Choose carefully. The selected drive will be overwritten. You can change the system language later, so skip it for now. When installation completes, you arrive at a clean Tiny 11 desktop. If you want performance gains without reinstalling Windows, use Velotic. It converts your existing system into a Tiny 11 style setup in just a few clicks. Your PC speed shapes how you feel when you sit down to work or play. Velotic is not a cleaner, it is control. You turn it on, and your system stops fighting you. Games feel smoother, apps open faster, stutters disappear. Your PC stays fast every day, not just after a cleanup. Velotic tunes your CPU and GPU automatically, based on what you are doing. It removes junk before it slows you down. It kills hidden background drains in real time without breaking Windows. You get 500+ professional tweaks. One-click debloat, no guessing. Instant app installs, no setup pain. Smart power control that shifts between performance and stability when you need it. You free massive disk space through safe compression. Nothing gets deleted. Your files stay intact. Your system breathes again. This is not a temporary fix. This is the same approach used by people who depend on stable, fast machines every day. Built over 4 years, used by thousands, improved with every release. You install once, you stop thinking about performance forever. The basic plan starts at just $19.99 lifetime access. Velotic, for people who refuse to tolerate a slow PC. Now comes the key step, turning Windows 11 into Tiny 11. Open Velotic. Go to the debloater page. Press play. The tool takes over from here. With a single click, your system reaches tiny 11 level performance. No file loss, no broken features, everything runs on your existing setup. If you want the full breakdown, tap the info button. You can also find the complete guide through the link in the description. After setup finishes through Rufus or Zeno, the system boots directly into the Tiny 11 desktop. Start with compression. Open the Configure app. Open the compression section. Press Enable. This reduces system size by up to 60%. You recover a large amount of storage while keeping performance steady. This step is safe for most users. If you ever notice a slowdown, you can turn it off instantly. When compression completes, you are running Tiny 11 25H2 at full speed. The full system occupies roughly 7 gigabytes. A standard Windows install uses far more space. Startup is faster. Apps respond quicker. Memory usage stays lower. This build is tuned for speed and stability. It works well on older laptops, low-end PCs, and clean modern systems that do not need bloat. We will publish benchmark results soon on our partner channel, HT. The video goes live in a few days. You can find it through the pinned comment. Now that Tiny 11 is up and running, it is time to get online. Open the Configure app. Pick the browser you prefer. I am choosing Chrome. You can also go with Edge, Opera, or Firefox. Use what you are comfortable with. Let me know which browser you use in the comments. I read everyone. Chrome sets up in a few seconds with a single click. Once you are connected, check out my YouTube channel and our partner channel. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. You will also see a Discord link in the description. Join the community. Talk with other Tiny 11 and Velotic users. Get help when you need it. See early previews of upcoming releases. If you run into random crashes or memory errors, there is a quick fix. Open the Configure app, turn on paging files, restart the system. This resolves most stability issues. Paging files stay disabled by default to keep the system small. Enabling them gives your system extra breathing room and prevents memory-related crashes. Now let us move to drivers. Drivers control graphics, sound, networking, and input hardware. Tiny 11 keeps this process controlled and safe. You do not rely on random sites. You do not run bulky installers. Open the Configure app. Select Install Drivers. Choose what your system needs. If you want to finish everything in one step, select Install All. Do you need drivers? In most cases, yes. If you game or work with video, graphics drivers are essential. On laptops, drivers handle the touchpad, touchscreen, and function keys. On desktops, they enable Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, audio, and power management. Once the installation completes, the system behaves as it should. Fast response, stable operation, full hardware support. Now let us change the system language in Tiny 11. This is useful if you prefer something other than English. Open Settings. Go to Time and Language. Open Language and Region. You will see the languages already available. To add another one, select Add a Language. Search for the language you want. Spanish, German, Polish, or Portuguese are common options. Press Next. Enable Set as my Windows display language. Press Install. Windows fetches and applies the full language pack. The time required depends on your internet speed and the size of the pack. During this process, menus, system text, and interface elements update automatically. When it finishes, press both copy buttons. This applies the language to the welcome screen, system prompts, and all user accounts. Now sign out, sign back in. Your desktop, start menu, and system dialog now display the new language. At this point, the entire Windows interface matches your selection. You will find the purchase link for Tiny 11 in the pinned comment. Tiny 11 is a paid service for users who want speed, privacy, and reliable daily use. It feels light, it stays responsive, it behaves the same every day. Free builds are easy to find. Most fail after a short time or hide keyloggers and other threats. The deal is simple. We provide real security. You get a Windows system that stays stable for years. Thanks for watching. This is Apitas, signing off.